You're telling yourself you won't be angry anymore, and tomorrow you're angry again. You decide that you will start to meditate and journaling, and then the next day everything happens and everything is much more important than that. You tell yourself that tomorrow you'll finish the project, and then all of a sudden there are so many important things to look at in YouTube and Facebook, and a friend that wanted to see you, and it's really, really emergency. And the more it happens, the less confidence you have, because you cannot trust yourself. You don't follow your instructions to yourself. So how can you trust and how can you be confident that if something happens, then you can deal with it and figure out? So what's happening? Hi, I'm Inbal from Transformation Point, and it may be weird to hear, but all of these distractions are actually our protection that the ego put in childhood to keep us away from getting hurt and make sure that we survive. And what is so risky in not getting angry or finishing the project or meditate and journal? It's risky because what about the exposure? And what if we get judged or criticized or we fail? So then we are failures. So it's better to keep away from these pains so that we can, as children, thrive and develop. But now we are not children anymore, and we still have these habits, and we still function from these places of fear and survival. But if it's time to take responsibility and to replace the responsible adult, the ego, with our own parenting to ourselves, with our own decisions and our own choices, then it's time to acknowledge the pain, to embrace the pain, to start the healing. Because the pain is already there. The feeling of being judged and criticized and exposed and failure are already there. We just run away from feeling them and therefore run away from healing them, from let them be acknowledged and accepted and embraced and dissipate. So we can call it our inner child, we can call it our ego, our fight or flight, our survival, our mind, so many names to the same thing, to the same pain that is there from childhood and was never acknowledged and never had a chance to just be released. So first of all, start by looking into the distractions, into the procrastinations, even into the perfectionism. They are like twins, right? The procrastination and the perfectionism both don't let us to really execute, to really go out to the light. And see how all these things serve you or used to serve you, and how all these things prevent you from being hurt, from being exposed, from being judged or criticized, from being out there. And sit with the pains, sit with the fear, sit with the judgment, with being criticized, with being exposed. Embrace it and let it be, spread and disappear. They don't hold us, we hold them, so that they remind us to protect ourselves and to distract ourselves so that we don't feel them anymore. But these feelings just want to be felt, just want to be acknowledged. So be with them, let them, and let them go. And that's it. You don't need to do anything, just to embrace and sit there with them and with your inner child. If you want to learn more about how to create to yourself the reality that you really want and the life that you really want, and how to follow your word and be trustworthy for yourself, to communicate with yourself better, to connect to yourself better, and to flow better in your own life, then start by downloading the PDF under this video, 4 Steps to Self-Love. This will add you also to my mailing list, and from there we can chat, we can communicate, and we can make your life what you always wanted it to be. See you soon.